All right, so we're looking at dilations today. Dilation changes the size of an object, and let's see, it includes the center and scale factor known as K. That's needed in every dilation. All right, so K is a scale factor. So we'll go down this little cloud. If your K is going to be larger than 1, that means it's an enlargement and it gets bigger. If it's equal to 1, that means it stays the same. And if it is between 0 and 1, a fraction, it's a reduction. In these dilations, there's a few things that are preserved. First one is angle measures. So that means our angles stay the same. Second is orientation. That means our shape's going to be the same shape and look very similar to it. Third, parallel lines stay parallel. So if lines are parallel before, they'll be parallel after. And fourth one is that our points stay on the same line. So your points aren't going to magically move all over the place. Something that is not preserved, distance is not preserved, meaning your shape is going to get larger, or smaller. So distance between points is going to change. Dilations make figures that are similar, and that's going to be important for us later on in the year. So here we go. Put a little star here. If the dilation is centered at the origin, multiply each coordinate by K, the scale factor. So on the dilations that we're going to work on tonight, all you have to do is take your scale factor and multiply each point by that scale factor. So let's look at the first example on the left. We got to find the image of triangle ABC after dilation. That O right there, the first letter in a dilation, which dilation is a capital D. The first one is going to tell you what the center is, and then it will tell you the second one will be your scale factor. So for example, in this problem that we're looking at, our center is O, the origin, and our scale factor is 2. So since my scale factor is in fact the origin, what does that mean? Well, that means I'm going to take my points and multiply them by the scale factor to get my new points. So A prime. Well, I look at A, I say what's -1 times 2? That's negative 2. And what's 0 times 2? That's 0. So A prime is now -2, 0. All right, so then I go to B. I do 2 times the scale factor, which is 2, is 4. So both of these points, B prime, is going to be 4, 4. Then I look at C. So I do 3 times 2, 6, and -2 times 2, -4. So I got my new points now. I'm just going to go ahead and graph these two shapes just so we can see what it looks like. So I got -1, 0 right here. B's at 2, 2. That's right here. And then I got 3, -2 down here. See? So there's my first shape. And then I got -2, 0. So that's right there. A prime. B prime is 4, 4. And C prime 6, -4. And here is my larger triangle. So as you can see, it got bigger because the scale factor was larger than 1. So yes, it is going to grow in size. All right, let's look at the next one. This one, find the image of triangle ABC after dilations D, centered at the origin. It's the O, comma, 1/2. So this time, My scale factor is less than 1, so it means it's going to shrink. So I do same thing since it's at the center. I do -2 times that by half, -1. 0 times a half, 0. B, I do 2 times a half, 1. 4 times a half, 2. Next one, C. To get C prime, 4 times a half is 2. And -4 times a half is -2. So now let's plot these points. So I got -2 zeros right here. That's A. B's at 2, 4. C's for -4. So here's my original shape, that triangle. A prime's right there at -1, 0. B's at 1, 2, B prime. And then C prime's 2, -2. That's right here. There's my other one. Oh, and as you can see, this in fact did shrink. So it is now smaller. All right, let's go to the back. All right, this first one right here, we're going to do in class together. So we're going to do examples, and we're going to do number 1. So 1, determine whether each dilation is a reduction or an enlargement. All right, so I determine. I find where my primes are. So at A here, here's a prime. And I got to think, okay, is this shape bigger or smaller than the one I started with? And this is smaller, making this a reduction. Okay? So you will try B. So go ahead, pause it, try B. All right, now we'll do, you are going to do 2. So you're going to do 1B, and you're going to do 2. And that's all. All right. So go ahead, do 1B and 2, A and B. And then tomorrow we'll start class with that top question when we're going to dilate when the center is somewhere other than the origin. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow.